Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this rose gold glitter eye. This look is perfect for your birthday, a holiday party, or even New Year's Eve. So let's get started. To begin, I'm going to use my Maybelline Baby Skin Face Primer. This stuff is absolute magic for your skin. It's going to be an instant pore eraser. Not only does it give the appearance of flawless skin, but it also gives the texture of baby skin. It's so soft, and your skin instantly looks flawless right after you apply it. Using my fingers or brush, I just apply this on all over, but I do focus on the T-zone. That's where my pores are the worst. Next, I'm going to go straight to my brows. I'm using the Anastasia Soft Brow Dip Brow Pomade. This stuff is a lifesaver if you're like me and don't naturally have eyebrows. This is just what you need to fill in and shape your brows. So I'm using my angled brush. I like to dip my brush in the color and then take off the excess on the lid. Then I apply in small strokes, following the natural line of my eyebrow hair. Oh, and did I mention that this stuff is sweat-proof and waterproof? Awesome! My brows are a two-step process when I fill them in. I first fill in the color and create the shape, and then to clean up, I use a concealer and I carve out the excess concealer and sharpen the edges. So it's really good to do if you maybe had a mistake, or you just have too much color, or if you need to thin them out a little bit after filling in. The concealer I use to clean up the brow or carve the brow is the Studio Sculpt Concealer from MAC. I wear NC20. And then I do the same technique. I put a little bit of color on the brush. This is the Precision Concealer brush from Bare Essentials. And then I put the excess on the lid. This lid process also helps to warm the concealer, so it's going to be easier and smoother to apply. For carving, I use the small brush, and I'm going to apply this underneath as well as on top. So I'm going to pretty much frame or border the brows. As far as the blending or consistency, you don't really have to worry about it as much right now. I'm going to finish my face later and do my brows and eyes first. So once your first brow is filled in as well as bordered, you can do the same step to the other side. My brows are pretty much done. I'm going to move on to the eye. So to begin the eye, I'm going to first apply my Urban Decay Original Eye Primer. I apply this first on my fingertip and then blend on the eyelid up into the crease. The first palette I'm using is the Kat Von D palette. It is the Saint True Romance eyeshadow palette, and the shade that I'm using is called Downtown. So it's going to be this rose gold shimmery eyeshadow. I'm applying this using a taper brush, and I'm placing this on the eyelid up into the crease. I don't really want it to be in the inner corner too much, so I'm going to start by placing it in the middle and then working my way out and up. The highlight will take over the inner crease, so I do want to leave that pretty much blank for now. The next shadow I'm using is Heart in the same palette. It's more of a pink, and I'm applying this right over top the rose gold we just applied. When applying this shadow or any shimmery shadow, you're going to want to tap rather than blend. Tapping is going to keep that metallic shimmery effect, whereas blending or kind of rubbing back and forth is going to blend out the shimmer and create just color. I'm doing sort of a layering process because the rose gold that we use is actually more of a copper on my skin tone, so to create more of a pink tone to it, I'm applying this over top. Then once again, I'm going to apply Downtown. This is the third layer, so it's going to pull more of a rosy gold color rather than the copper. So same thing for the other eye. We're going to apply Downtown, then Heart, and then Downtown again. Now to begin my highlight, I'm using Urban Decay Foxy Matte Eyeshadow. This is more of a yellow undertone. I'm going to apply this with a tapered flat brush. And I'm going to be placing this underneath my brow and in the inner corner. To add a little bit of shimmer to the highlight, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Heavens eyeshadow, and I'm placing this right over top the highlight, just in the center of the brow, and also in the inner corner of the eyes. Now the fun begins. We're going to use the Violet Voss Pot of Gold Loose Glitter. And can we just take a second to appreciate the glamour and dazzle of this glitter? It's absolutely stunning. It's so glittery. I love it! This is applied using the Violet Voss Secret Weapon Glitter or Eyeshadow Adhesive. To apply the adhesive, I'm using a sponge tip applicator. These are super cheap and easy to find. Instead of ruining an eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to use this cheap alternative. I apply the glue to the applicator and then apply this right onto the eye, on the lid, up into the crease. Then I'm going to press the glitter right over top where we placed the glue. Again, with the loose glitter, be sure you're pressing or tapping rather than blending. You will get glitter fallout. No matter how much you prepare or how much glue you use, you're going to get a little bit of fallout, and it's okay. Also, another huge helpful tip, you can use Scotch tape or any regular tape and apply this directly onto the skin to pick up any loose pigment or glitter or shadow, whatever fell out. This is why I suggest doing the rest of your makeup after the eyes are done. That way you can clean up and get rid of any excess glitter that falls out. Same steps for the other eye. You're going to apply the glue first and then the glitter right over top, and you are applying this in layers. It is up to you how much glitter you want to apply. I do want the rose gold to show underneath, so I did kind of a sheer layer. I would say medium to sheer layer, but if you want to add more, that's perfectly fine. The lashes I'm using are Pretty Lashes from Foxy Locks. These are one of my favorite sets of lashes to wear. And I'm going to apply using the Socialize eyelash glue. I first remove the lashes from the packaging, then hold them with tweezers or lash tweezers, and apply the glue right on the strip. You do want to use a very thin layer. Then you can apply the lashes right onto the lash line. You can see here I don't have mascara on yet. I'm going to apply that on after. That way I don't use too much. Once my lashes are applied and dry, I'm going to use my Bare Real Benefit mascara and apply this right over top to blend my real lashes with the fake lashes. For my top liner, I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo Trooper eyeliner, and I'm going to create a cat eye. So I'm lining from corner to corner and then a wing at the end. For my bottom liner, I'm using Autograph Pencil Crayon from Kat Von D. I am applying this on the waterline or the lower inner lash line, but I am only placing this about a quarter of the way in. Once I've applied my liner, I'm going to use a black eyeshadow. This is the Sedona Lace palette. To blend or smudge this out, I'm using my Bare Essentials Heavenly Liner Blending Brush. It's just a really small tapered end brush. And I use this to blend back and forth to create the bottom smudged eyeliner. You can see here, I pull the liner back and forth, mainly outwards and a little bit downwards. I do bring it out all the way to the corner or the end of the wing, but I only bring it in about 3/4 of the way. The next step is super important and it's going to be in depth. So I'm going to first take my concealer brush, and then the same concealer I used to carve my brows, I'm going to carve out the bottom of my liner. This is going to sharpen the edge as well as creating a cleaner line. This step also helps to remove any excess glitter that may have fallen out since you used the tape, and it's also going to create a highlight. My skin naturally is very freckly, red, pink. I do have rosacea around my nose, and it also has scars, breakouts, yada yada yada. So I'm going to use a yellow based or yellow toned concealer to get rid of the pink or redness in my skin, which you can see here. I'm going to place this right underneath my eye and then an upside down triangle shape on my cheek and nose area. Then I'm going to continue using the same concealer to highlight the rest of my face. For the rest of my highlight, you can see here, I'm going to apply on my cheek area, my chin, down the center of my nose, between my brows, on my forehead slightly, and on my jawline. Key things to remember with highlight, this is going to catch the eye, so it's going to be what the other person notices. Same thing with wearing white or black clothing. The white is going to appear larger, whereas the black, or the contour in this case, is going to look thinner or smaller. You're simply creating an illusion with the highlight and contour. So highlight pushes forward, whereas contour pushes backwards or hides. For my contour, I'm using my CoverGirl True Blend Fix Stick. This is D567, and this is a concealer stick. For my contour, I'm going to do a slight line down each side of my nose. I also apply this on my jawline underneath, under my bottom lip, cheekbone, and a little bit at the top of my forehead. I know not everyone likes this technique for highlighting and contouring. If you don't want to do this, you can do your own technique or try something different. However, this is the routine I have been doing recently, and I just find that I get the best results with it, and I just really like the end finish. It's super easy to do, and I'm a fan of the overall look. Once you're done placing your highlight and contour, you can blend. So I recommend using either a brush or a beauty blender. Personally, I go back and forth. I switch between both. I really just grab whatever I see first, honestly, so either technique I'm a fan of. And I'm literally just gonna blend this out. So downwards and outwards, I'm gonna blend the lightest shade and fill in the rest of where the highlight should be. For smaller areas, such as the chin, nose, or around the eye, you can use a smaller, pointier brush. This is the Smashbox brush in number 30. It's called the Shadow Liner brush. And then for the rest of my contour, I'm using my Morphe Mini Duo blending brush. And then you pull an Edward Scissorhand moment and you blend and blend and blend. Blending is the secret. I have oily skin, so I'm going to set the cream concealer. I'm using my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm using the shade Banana for the highlight and shade Fawn for my contour. I place the highlight powder over top the highlight concealer and the contour powder right over top the contour concealer. I line my lips using Subculture from MAC. Then over top I placed my Maybelline Nude List 920 Nude Lipstick. And then over top that, to give a little bit of sheen or shine, I used my MAC Creme de Nude Cream Sheen Lip Gloss. Now you can finish your hair, add whatever accessories or outfit you'd like to wear, and this look is complete. The necklace I'm wearing is the gold Gatsby from the Derng collection. If you want a 10% discount on this or any other items from that site, make sure you use my discount code at checkout. More information on that, as well as other things that I've used in this video, will be listed in the description box, so be sure you always read that. This look is complete. If you have any other questions, make sure you comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not yet done so. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.